Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. I am going to be bringing Norska, because they're the new people. My ally is going to be bringing Norska, because they're the new people. We're going to be facing off against Norska, because they're the new people. And then also the dwarves, which kind of stand out in this matchup here. So, a couple things. One, since I saw dwarves, I thought that they were going to be deployed back here, because the enemy picked this map. And I know that this map has a giant open space where you can get into the deployment zone, so I thought they were going to be deployed back there. They weren't. Two, this is a pretty bad deployment for a dwarf forest that has cannons, because there's tons of trees right here. But, you know, you do you, man. So, for my force here, we have a front line. We are a total of 3 Marauder Spearmen, 1 on each flank, 1 back there. My main line is made up of the Berserkers, including the renowned version of the Berserkers, who are being supported by the War Mammoth War Shrine style. Also have a Famir, Balefiend of Shadows. We have Wulfrik the Wanderer unmounted in this one, just trying it out. We also have the Maws of Savagery, and then back here we have 4 Marauder Javelins, which I love the Marauder Javelins. I think they're a really good unit. My ally, I should probably slow this down, decided to go all large creatures with a Throg at the lead. We have, all of these are the Norskin Ice Trolls, and behind them we have Famir Warriors, including the Mist Stalkers, which are the renowned Famir Warrior units. So was that 4 Ice Trolls? 5? 5 Ice Trolls and then 4 Famir Warriors. Is their army facing off against the other Norskin army here, which is a front line of all Marauder Champions, which are very tanky warriors. We have 2 Famir Warriors, 3 Marauder Hunters, which are the throwing axe version, and I think the far inferior version of the 2 throwing units. Then back here we have 1 Berserker, and then 1 Marauder with Great Weapon being led by Throg, and then the Skin Wolf Wear Changer. So here we go. We're going to clash with the dwarves. I want to see how well these Berserkers can do against all of the heavy armor. I think they can do pretty good because I did a lot of tests. You know, I've had my hands on this game for a while, or this faction. But we will see how it is in a live fire exercise. Going to get the Maws of Savagery around the flanks here to try and get into the cannons. Throwing, you know, spearmen on these minor plastic charges, and the Berserkers are just going to be duking it out with a bunch of Dwarven Great Warriors. I didn't go over their army, I'm sorry. There are 4 Dwarven Great Warriors, 4 Longbeards, 3 miners with blasted charges, being led by Grombindle, Runesmith, and a Thane. And then 2 cannons. Sorry, I forgot about the Dwarf player. Anyway, we got a Javelins over here. They're going to be targeting the Famir Warriors, which are going to be trying to hit my flank. They're going to be intercepted by the Ice Trolls. And I'm just going to be focused on the dwarves. It's really hard to see what the hell's going on because it's a forest map. But over here, we just have a slogfest with Throg and all of his Ice Trolls and some Famir Warriors just back duking it out with the Marauder Champions. And they're going to be backed up by the Berserkers and these Marauders with great weapons. Throg's going to go in here, and it's going to be some Throg on Throg hate. Skin Werewolf is going to go in there. Or Skin Wolf Wear Changer, whatever the hell his name is. You can see my Spearmen are going to get kind of isolated here against the Thane, but that is, or Runesmith, but that is okay. My Javelins, a lot of the Javelins are going to be intercepted by the trees, so it's going to actually protect the Famir Warriors a lot, which, I mean, yeah, it's a tree map, so a lot of Javelins are going to die. But we have routed a lot of the Dwarven Warriors with great weapons because they took the brunt on my War Mammoth with the War Shrine, and all of my Berserkers who are now just raging the hell up. They are raging up, and they're doing pretty good against the Longbeards. Again, it's kind of hard to tell because it's a forest map. Don't see many of these being played. But they're doing a pretty good job. And the renowned version, doing a great job. But yeah, I'm keeping this War Shrine, kind of trying to move it up and down the ranks just to make sure that our leadership holds. Actually, our leadership's doing great. Because we've already started a rage, so we got additional leadership, plus 16. We got a Pit of Shadows cast on my Balefiend Famir caster. And then down here, even though they're fighting in a forest, they're still doing a lot of damage. This entire army is at a penalty because they are fighting in a forest as large creatures, but they're still not doing too bad against these Marauder Champions. You can see they've already almost killed the Berserkers. They're now getting up on Throg up here. We have a vastly outnumbered Throg and Skin Wolf Werekin outnumbered over there. Meanwhile, the Dwarf Longbeards are holding a long time, but they are slowly dying, and right now I have Wulfrik and this War Mammoth on Grombrindle. I have cast Wulfrik's special ability, or actually I think I'd already stopped at this point, but I did lower Grombrindle's defenses with Wulfrik's special 1v1 ability. And I've just been kind of casting long ships. Meanwhile, over here, one of my Berserkers intercepted this Runesmith because it was on his way to try and kill my Javelins, who are still focusing on Famir Warriors. Now that they are point blank, we're getting a lot of good javelin throws. There goes another Norskin warship across the battlefield from Wulfrik. A very, very cool spell. You can see Throg is spitting on the enemy Throg, making him run away. That enemy Throg was just outnumbered against all these trolls up here. My Werekin have just been back here through the later half of the battle, destroying the Marauder Hunters with the throwing axes and the Dwarven cannons when they can. My War Shrine Mammoth took a lot of damage, but it is still fine. And our Berserkers and Wulfrik and the War Mammoth just trampling over, up and down these Longbeards is slowly turning the tide against the Dwarves. You can see I've actually lost some of my units. Like, they've routed back here, taking some damage. Moving my Javelins over here to try and support my allies' fight, but you can see that all of their Trolls have actually done very well. The enemy player over here didn't really have many anti-large against my allies' Norskins. So they didn't bring like any javelins. They didn't really bring any Fimir great weapons. I think all their Fimirs were just Fimir warriors, which are anti-armor but not really anti-large. Or maybe were they great weapons? Can't remember. Let's see. No, yeah, I think they were just normal Fimir warriors. They didn't really bring any of the werewolf units, which are anti-large. They didn't really bring any anti-large, and they went toe-to-toe against an army that was nothing but large. And even in the forest, this all-large army managed to destroy that mostly marauder army of the enemy Norscan player, and then my army destroyed the dwarf army, even though they are just berserkers with not a focus on armor piercing, but still pierce the out of all of those dwarves. Being supported by the one War Mammoth with the War Shrine. The War Shrine I put in there just to make sure that my berserkers, none of them would break on the initial charge, which I didn't think was going to be a likely thing that would happen, because after 22 seconds their leadership is buffed up by 16, which is a huge buff. But just in case, I wanted the War Shrine with this AoE leadership buff to be there, and the unbreakable buff that it could give a unit. How long does that last? 38 seconds, I think. It is a lot. But as you can see here, the Berserkers, though they again do not focus on armor piercing, they killed a lot of dwarves. My javelins, though, killed a lot of trees. No tree was safe in this battle, let me tell you. But those Fimir warriors they're firing at sure were. Ha ha! Damn you, trees. Even the spearmen did really well, although this spearman was probably the one going after the cannon crew and the lower skilled miners, I would guess, basing on its kills. Fimir Balefin did okay, tanked a lot of damage and charged in the first thing to charge, actually, to halt the dwarves, and then Wulfrik did pretty good, 47 kills on foot, which is not bad, I guess. There's no mammoth kill, it's not like 200 kills, but I'll take it. And then for my ally here, Bradley, well, you saw they destroyed the enemy's army of mostly marauders and a couple Fimir warriors pretty handily while in a forest, which is the crazy thing, because their stats are lowered by like, is it 75%? I think it's 75% melee attack and speed or some shit. Something like that, I can't remember. But yeah, they still did really good, killed a lot of marauders, made them break, and yeah, so good game to Brad, Lee, TRN Tony, and TRN Swit. Hope you enjoyed another Norskin on Norskin on Norskin on Dwarf battle, and let's go watch a cinematic view. Look at this War Shrine, man. It's a sick-ass mammoth. It's even got skulls in the back seat. Like, what? That's hardcore and edgy as fuck. I like the Throg all monster army here. Not the best map for it, but still I like it. I enjoy watching a fight in the forest, but it sucks to like commentate on it, on what is actually going on, because it's hard to see anything. But in the cinematic view, though, it's pretty cool to watch. Well, ignore that. That's not cool to watch. Seeing my Berserkers die, that's not cool. That's pretty cool. I didn't even notice the chains. It has 3 anchors just surrounded behind it. I didn't even notice that before. Why is there a mammoth in a forest? Doesn't make any sense. Mammoth butt? Are those stitches on that mammoth butt? Weird. All these damn auras going on. Yeah, use that tail. Shake what your mama gave you. Fimir Balefin. It's just so big. It's so big. Alright, Wulfrik is just hiding from me now. I brought these guys to kill Famir warriors of the enemy Norskin, so I figured that they would bring some. But then I was like, well, this is the only fast attack I have, and I need to stop these marauders from throwing their axes, so... This is not exactly their ideal fight, but it's a fight they can win at. Obviously, because they win at it. Always know where that war shrine is. Kinda hard to miss that thing. Wait, where's... Oh, here we go. I was looking for the enemy or the ally Throg army. Actually, let's watch the Famir charge in there. That's a lot of monsters. I want to see them charge that Marauder line. Double cinematic view, what? Alright, yeah, okay, casually walk into each other. Beautiful. That icy breath. God, there's so many hammers. Enemy Throg! Damn, you kicked him! You made him blow up with your foot! What the hell? That shouldn't happen. And these should be the Mist Stalkers. 110 armor? Yeah. Tanky beast, man. 50 melee defense. Good God. They are really cool. Like, Norska is just really cool. I feel like they're one of the coolest factions in the game. Cooler than Chaos. Although Chaos, with the recent Renown units, they got some cool stuff with that too. Like the Mirror Guard, to me, are the coolest looking unit in the game now. I think. I mean, Mammoths are really high up there. Mirror Guard is just so cool. Run, Marauders! The light in this forest is freaking out, man.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, I thought it was crazy the enemy Norskin player didn't bring any javelins, considering they were going up against 2 Norskins. I'm I'm not saying that like Marauders, like an all-Marauder army would necessarily be weak, but it's still going to be supported by some kind of large unit of something. Mammoth, Famir, Trolls, Werewolves, more Mammoths, more Famirs. There we go. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the double cinematic view and the mammoth butts. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.